Good morning, my fellow traders. Hope you all enjoying your weekend. And it was a slow but another good week. In regards with priority members, with my students, and also if you follow me on YouTube, we had some good badass trade. Yes, net gas was a bit slow, which is something we're going to talk about and cover in the analysis part of the video. But for now, in the first part of the video, I'm going to talk about the trades I've personally taken, the trades I've not taken, even though the prices were in my zones. Why I've not taken those trades? Some zones, commodities, Forex, indices that played out, and some zones that didn't play out. How and when I entered those trades, and what are the reasons of entering those trades. The trade alerts I've sent to the members, it is something I'm going to talk about in the first part of the video. But it is not something that is just for members. It is for you that I post every weekend so that you can see and learn and look why I'm entering those trades with the reasons, not gambling. And I promise you, if you watch the first part of the video, it will help you in your trading and it will improve your trading, especially your trading psychology, so that you can take efficient trading decisions. But if you are someone who wants to skip the first part of the video and say, cut this crap, I just want to listen to the analysis part, then you can refer to the timestamps you can see in the timeline. So in my trading, if you follow me from a couple of years, everything has a reason. Without a reason, I do not trade. And I try to keep my things as simple as possible without marking dramatic so many lines and without calling every single line as my resistance or support level. I am a rule set when I want to mark my support, or when I want to mark my resistance zone, or when I want to draw these triangle pattern. Without rules, without objectivity, you can't take your trades. Of course, if you want to use discretionary approach, there is also rules for that which you need to set for your own self so that you can take efficient trading decisions. So talking about this trade right in front of you, coffee, then I'm going to go for USCOCOA there as well, a quick analysis on that and why I've entered this trade as well. And it is not something that was just a guess. It is something that was mentioned in a couple of videos ago here on YouTube. I think that was USCOCOA. And that was mentioned in my live session as well, because I show you every single thing which I personally do, which I personally take myself as well. And that is exactly how I want to teach you. It has given me insane amount of profits from last so many years I've been trading. And I just want to transfer all my knowledge as much as possible to you guys so that you can also able to take good trading decision. Of course, if you are my student, now if you really want to learn something, a full trading system, for you have my full course. There you get full mentorship. For example, if you have any questions, I will answer you there and then instantly. That is why I have a Discord group for my students where we discuss all these entries, what is valid, what is not valid. As you can see, we have our students, we interact there, and if something is not valid, I say that no, it is not valid. If something is valid, I praise my students. Yes, well done, you are doing a good job. And that is how the full mentorship works, so that you can stay in touch with me every single time, every single day throughout your course without any confusions. So it's totally up to you if you want to go for it. If not, you have a priority membership where you get basic knowledge, where you get reports from me every single week. And there, if you are a trader already, it will dramatically help you in taking your trading decision. For example, the reports I send you that almost play out 90% of the time from my zone. I don't blame anyone in the market if you follow someone else. If you follow a good person out there who has a proven trading results, I know you guys are intelligent enough to guess who is legit, who is not. So I don't say don't follow this person or don't follow that person. If you like someone, follow them, follow their strategies. But I advise you to backtest those strategies. If you want to implement that in your trading, make sure it is all transparent. It is not something you only get when you buy the courses. That is why I teach you these entries, all the basics to the intermediate levels of entries in my YouTube videos in a quick analysis, so that it is your choice. If you are getting a value, only then you can go to the next step, which is my full trading course, which you can get at moneymarkets.net. Scroll down, premium plan, one time only. That is all, where you get these two plans for free, and that is lifetime as well with the full mentorship. And for the traders, I keep on getting messages from the traders that they want to book a call with me. For that, I'm going to start a service soon, which you're going to see maybe next week live, which I'm just drawing right here, where you can get a chance to stay with me on a call for 1 to 2 hours, where you can get your charts done from me for any market out there. We can discuss technicals, we can discuss some fundamentals, what I'm looking at for those market, and I can draw those charts maybe for a whole week or for the whole month for you, intraday swing trading charts, longer term analysis. That is something we're going to discuss. And if you're not satisfied on that call, you will get a full refund without any questions asked. And I will confirm that at the end of the call, that if you are satisfied, if you got a value, only then I'll be charging you. Otherwise, you'll get full refund there and then. But if you're someone who got a value and still say you didn't get a value, then you will lose something, which is my respect. And of course, you will lose respect in front of you, because then you are lying to yourself. I'll be posting on my website here on moneymarkets.uk, and also buy me a coffee page, hopefully by next week. So coming back here on this trade. Now I've clearly mentioned about a breakout of this pattern, which is right here, a green candle. A breakout with a green candle means we have an aggressive entry. We have a similar entry on a crude oil, which we're going to talk about in a commodity analysis part of the video. But first, let me show you. When we had this entry in a live session, we discussed and I confirmed that it is an entry, and we set the target during the live session. So let's see a quick clip from the live session so that you can see that we do everything transparent there and then. No ifs, no buts. Possible entry here, yeah. What is the ATR of the break of candle 5-5? And we are here. We possibly see a push up to these highs as well. So yeah, let's see how this goes. 1-to-1 initial targets. You can also keep a stop loss tighter as well. Something like this. Perfect. So you have seen that we have taken this trade, and yes, there was a bit of pain, but once you set your stops and target, then you don't need to get panicked, because you have accepted the loss. In trading, if your mindset is like that you have accepted the loss before you enter the trade, only then you can stay disciplined and patient. So here the price pushes down, maybe a bit of panic for you if you have not strong trading psychology, and then eventually it nicely hit the target. If I've said that, I'm expecting a price to come up at least to these highs, so I've just kept my stop loss, my take profit a little bit lower, and that was a patience paid off, and that was a trade that gives you a very good money if you trade coffee. Now exactly same here on USCOCOA. A breakout pattern. Now you can't say I've not mentioned that. It is something I've clearly mentioned in my free YouTube video. First, let me show you that video, then I come back to you. Still trading inside of this symmetrical triangle pattern. Not completely broken above or below. A little candle, that is not a very solid candle. Solid candle means a big and strong green candle. That is just a pin bar, a strong momentum candle. A strong momentum candle will confirm the upside move or the downside move. For the less aggressive entry, again, I want to see push up, break above, pull back. Bullish engulfer will confirm that price is going to break out above. Nice one. So as you can see, I've clearly informed you guys that a solid breakout candle will confirm. Now, let me show you something here. That is something exactly has happened on crude oil, which again I'm going to talk about very shortly in the analysis part. Now, we had this breakout below, but I want to show you something here. Something we have on natural gas as well. You see this candle broke out. Now, if you see here, the previous wick, it is something for you to learn as well. The previous wick is right here, and the candle, the body never gone down below the previous wick. Means we have a still likely chance of a possible rejection from here to take your bearish trade. A solid candle means a candle must fully broke below all these wicks and close solid. Only then we have an aggressive breakout. Less aggressive breakout mean a retest, bearish engulfer, and then gonna go short. For the crude oil, we have a very good example. Now, we have a solid breakout where you see right above this pattern, you see the wick has been rejecting from here, but this time we had a solid candle close above here. And if you look here, the candle closed up, not solid, but this time a solid candle broke out. Example of coffee here, a solid candle right here, solid candle broke out. This was a candle that broke out, which is a solid green candle. As you can see right here, you could have entered right here as well at a pullback, but right here was an aggressive entry. We entered right here at a pullback after the break. So that is how you can identify the solid candle. And not something I mentioned to you, but if you are my student, like I said, for the members, you get a basic mentorship. For the students, you get full mentorship. I've got a message from the member or student right here, an email confirming that a bullish candle on cocoa. I've confirmed that yes, there's a breakout candle. Looks possible now till resistance around this level. And right here, the price did push up to this level and hitting your target. So that is how you need to do your analysis. Not blindly, not by looking at the noise out there. Of course, the Trump came last week. Everyone was anticipating that dollar is going to push up. Instead, it pushes lower. It got weaker. And that is why people were selling gold. I was buying gold. right? Because we have a technical signal. I don't care where the fundamentals goes. As long as I have a technical signal, if there is a big fundamentals news event, I keep my stop loss there so that anything happens, I have my stop loss and protected. Same thing happens in a pair, which is New Zealand Japanese yen, where we had interest rate decisions coming up. They were increasing the interest rate. Still the price pushes up. Still the Japanese yen got weaker. That is why I focus mainly on technicals. Now, I want to show you the trade alert I've sent to the members, which is EURUSD, the most popular pair. Right here, as you can see, I've sent this trade alert to the members. I have sent a wrong targets at first. If you have members, you know that the take profit 1 and take profit 2 was correct. Only the entry and stop loss was not correct, because I was looking at the other pair as well. I was going to send you the other pair, but then I found this entry, which was much better. The other one also played out nicely. I'm going to show you that in a very short while. Now, I was looking at EURUSD to buy after the breakout, and most of the people were selling the EURUSD. If you're looking at the trading view signals, then most of the people were selling. But like I said, don't listen to the noise. Look at your own analysis. If you have your method telling you that you have a buy signal, don't doubt your methods. Don't doubt your knowledge. Do what you have learned. Now, right here, we have a bullish engulfing pattern. Now, if you say, where is an engulfing candle? That is an engulfing candle. Right here. A trade alert was also sent to the members that we have a condition. Now, at this point, we have a red candle followed by what? Followed by bullish engulfing candle. Swing low, bullish engulfing candle. That is my entry. Again, I keep 2 targets. Sometimes the way I take my trades, I use 2 targets. I exit with 1 trade A, and then I let my second trade run like this. That is why this year I'm sending 2 targets. As you can see on the trade alert, target 1 and target 2. It is up to you how you want to do your risk management. So my both target has been hit. Now for the keyboard warriors, it is something I do personally as well. I take these trades personally as well, with my real account connected right here on the trading view. So let me show you on my real account, IC markets, right here, the target has been hit. Of course, it is an account that I show on my YouTube videos. In my other account, I have a different risk strategies. But for you to see that I do these for myself as well. Same goes for the losing trade, which is where? Which is USDCHF, right here. That was a losing trade for me. That is totally fine. I show you my losses as well, which is important because that was a losing trade that was sent to the members as well. So 2 trade out of that, 1 hit take profit and 1 hit stop loss. The take profit, where we hit take profit, is a bigger pips than the stop loss. But that is not something I've just sent. You look at the zones report. The reports are something that you need to focus when you receive this report if you are members. My group is not a signal group where you get tons of buy and sell signals. My group is for you to learn. Now here, another trade which I've personally taken. It is not sent as an alert, but it is something you receive in an alert couple of times, multiple times, and that is why you need to look and learn from that. Now, an opposite of the EURUSD is USDCHF. There I was selling USD, and here I was selling USD again. So right here, what do we have? A swing high bearish engulfing pattern where I've entered this trade on my platform. That is a valid entry, and that actually hit my target as well. And then I want to show you one more trade, which is exactly same as EURUSD, NZD Japanese yen. It is my favorite pair. If you are my student, you know why it is a favorite pair. Now, what do you see here? Exact same entry. You see your EURUSD, swing low bullish engulfer, NZDJPY swing low bullish engulfer. Now, this is not sent as an alert, but EURUSD was sent as an alert. You need to see, Omar have sent this entry with a description, why is taking this entry, and now you see another entry that happens a couple of hours before, exact same entry, and that also hit my take profit. Not sent as an alert, but I've personally taken this trade. Exact same strategy, above 50 EMA, bullish engulfing pattern, swing low bullish engulfer, hitting my take profit. Now, I'm going to show you some amazing commodities that played out nicely, which is the Palladium, also one of the major commodities the traders like to trade, and it is something I've been preparing my members from so many weeks, but this week finally the price hit the zone. Let me show you that. Right in 19th of January, it is not July, my mistake. Looks like I'm still in the future, so it's 19th of 1, that was a typo. So that was sent on 19th of January 2025. Now that was sent there, and if I scroll down, Palladium. Now I've sent this as a report that look for your conditions at the level of resistance and look for your buy condition at the level of support. Now when the price hit the level of resistance, which is right here, I was looking at my entry condition. And if you follow me, what are my entry condition? On 1 hour, a nice double top pattern. Right here, a double top pattern has been formed. 1-to-1 targets for the beginners and 1.4-to-1 reward to risk target if you're someone who are already profitable and want to manage your trades. Right here, both target has been hit. Did I take these entries with any sort of guess? No. It is a report that I've been sending to the members from last whole month. Let me show you that as well. Not just saying that, I tell you guys everything which I personally do. Right here, as you can see, on 12th of, again, that is not July, on 12th of January 2025, that was sent to the members. That right here, that we are approaching this level. If the price at this level, we will take our entries. We were patient throughout the whole month. And this month, finally the price hit my zone and hitting both targets. Now I want to show you one more trade which I didn't take, but that played out for my zone, which is copper. Right here. So if you look here, we were looking at the price to come down and retest the zone, and then we're going to enter the buy trade. And what do you see here? The price pull back to the zone and forms a 382 candle, a pin bar, and also it is a morning star pattern. Now I didn't use this as my trade because I mainly use my own strategy for my personal trading, but I also give you the scenarios like a morning star pattern. It is not in my strategy, but it is something that play out very nicely if you backtest that. I've not backtested morning stars pattern or evening star pattern on copper and major commodities, but it is something the traders, the technical traders use heavily. So here we have a pin bar that could have been entered a few pips above the way I teach my students, and that played out nicely. And the reason was I trade on 4 hour. We have a pin bar on 4 hour that is not a 382 candle. So that is why I still didn't take it as an entry. I want to see either a bullish engulfer, which is something I decided already if the price forms a bullish engulfer, only then I'm going to take my trade, or double bottom. So we haven't got both conditions, but instead we have the other conditions. I could have entered with a low risk. That's totally on my own discretion, but I decided not to take this trade. But that played out nicely. That was sent in the report. We were already looking at price to form a condition in this zone. That happens, and that reacted nicely from this area. Then we have another commodity, which is sugar, a soft commodity, which I also trade sometime. Not one of the best performing commodity. It's totally on my discretion if I want to take my trades. Now here we have two confluences. I want to show you and teach you, my students. If you are watching these videos, I highly recommend my students because they are on the journey to become full-time and profitable trader. I want you guys to look at every single weekend's video. Trust me, it will help you in your course as well. It will help you dramatically in your course because I talk some good points according to the entries which you are learning here in my weekend's video in full details. Of course, you have Discord group there as well where we discuss, but here in weekend's video, I show you the examples of entries that is happening every day in the market and that is still relevant with the course. Now here we have sugar, where we are looking for the entries from the level of support right here, which I've adjusted. Last week we have a level of support somewhere else, but this week I've decided to pull up my level of support, which is right here. Now what do we have? First, we had this morning star pattern. Again, it is not my strategy, but that is totally on my discretion if you want to take my trade. That is why I have not tested it. I've skipped this as an entry. Then we have a price just pushes back down. Again, we do have a bearish engulfer. If that is a valid bearish engulfer on your own platform, that is a valid pullback entry. Then the price pushes back down. Now, again, if you're looking at this double bottom, in case you're wondering, it is very aggressive double bottom that might have not played out. So in these type of commodities, look for major double bottoms like bullish engulfers or a pin bar 382 candles. Aggressive can be taken, but of course that can be risky, and that was risky. Now the price pushes back down. The two confluences. Number one, we have a pin bar, a 382 candle. I would say pin bar is 25% candle. We have a 382 candle right here, and with that we have a morning star pattern as well. So we have two factors going together. With that, with this pin bar, we have a price gone into oversold situation. With that, we have a divergence in the RSI as well. So that was my strong entry condition. And for me, I'm okay to take this trade, hitting both 1-to-1 and 1.4-to-1 reward to risk ratio targets. So that is how you do your analysis. That is how you learn trading. Trading is something you get up in the morning, 7 o'clock or whatever your time when the market opens. For me, it's London time, 7 o'clock. Analyze your charts. Don't get excited that you're going to make lots of money today. Look for the setups. If there is no setups, you're not taking any trades. This week, we had no trades throughout whole week. But instead, I got a good trade at the end of the week, which I've just shown you, which is New Zealand Japanese yen. Right here, that happens on Thursday. Then we had EURUSD that happened on Thursday. Then we have USDCHF, that happens on Thursday. So all these entries happened on Thursday. And not to forget this pair that was sent last week's report and how insanely that pushes up as well. That was sent on 13th of January, at least my month is correct here. GBPNZD didn't play out. It broke below the zone, in case you are trying to see what happens here. So GBPCAD, as you can see, how nicely it played out from a support zone. And then it massively pushed up. With that, EURNZD, exact same condition. Like I said, it is not a signal group. You need to look for these zones. The price pulls back, like I clearly mentioned, it is a trend continuation zone, and I'll be monitoring this zone on smaller time frames for my entry conditions this week for the possible entries. Now here, the pin bar happened at my zone. I've entered few pips above and hitting 136 pips target here on this pair. That could have gone up to 1.4 to 1 easily as well, but I've chose to go 1.2 to 1. It is not a pair which I'm really keen to trade, but nicely hitting the targets. And then we have USDCAD. I was looking at this zone for the price to hit and play out from this zone. Now what do you see here? The price nicely hit this zone. Now this was a report that was sent last week as well, where the price still didn't hit this zone. As you can see, the price never hit this zone, but this week it hit the zone. Now I've not taken this as a trade, but like I said, if you are someone who have their own trading system, who just look at my zones for the extra conferences, who have their own strategies, then it hit my zone and it pushes down nicely around 254 pips. For me, there was no entry condition. I have skipped this trade, but that is what the trading is all about. No conditions means no entries. Next up, we have this pair, which is AUDUSD. Now I want to show you something here, a good example. Now this was a zone that I've sent to the members to look for the sell trades. Not this week, a week before that. We had a bearish signal here, but did you see something here? It hit my stop loss. Now I was not there to just stay and hold on with this trade and just wait till the price come down and maybe cut you out. It has came down, but what if it never came down and just pushes up? It will just blow up your account. That is called fighting with the market, which we are never going to do. We can't fight with the market. If the stop loss is hit, stop loss is hit. After my stop loss is hit from the resistance zone, I looked at a possible buying entries. I said that, okay, you are out of this trade, the stop loss is hit. What if the price break above these highs? If we have a pullback entry, then I'm going to take my trades. The price broke above these highs, we have a pullback bullish engulfer. What do you see? A valid entry, something I talk about every single day in my videos. Now that hit my take profit, and if you see here, around same amount of take profit and same amount of stop loss, my loss has been covered, but it was a patience. Again, that is just a single trade. We had some other good winning trades, and these losses will say nothing to you if you are disciplined. So that is a good example I want to show you. That also happened this week, this trade on Thursday. So all these trades happened when on Thursday. I was patient whole week to get an entry condition, and when I get these entry condition, I send 2 trade alerts. Out of that, all these other entries were similar entries. Look for that, learn from the group. Don't use it as signals, because there's so many signal providers out there that will maybe give you signals but not going to teach you why they're sending these signals. I want you guys to learn, look at the logic behind those signals. So with that being said, let's wrap the first part of the video. I hope you got a value out of the first part. I hope you have learned something. Good trading psychology, good mindset, good observation will make your trading stronger. Remember, observation, conditions, entries, and then targets is something you need to follow. All these 4 factors. For me, the observation was, if the price break above this high, I'm going to look for the pullback entry bullish. That was my observation. After observation, I was looking for the condition. What is my condition? My condition is the pullback after the bullish engulfer. After my condition, what is my entry? Right at the close of this candle or a little bit below this candle. That was my entry with a limit order. Then my targets, which is right here. I've set my target. So look and stick with these 4 factors, and nothing can stop you to become efficient trader. So with that being said, let's wrap this first part and let's start our analysis with nat gas, gold, silver, crude oil. Starting with natural gas. Now I'm really glad my students are picking up, even though I don't upload videos on Friday, but the students know the way of my trades. They have marked these rejection zones themselves, which I was glad. Now the Damien has mentioned right here that it is coming down to the double bottom, and also mentioned by my other students. That is what we need to look at. So I marked these zones after they have mentioned that. But I was gonna mark these zones, of course, for this video. But it is something, yes, we need to look at. I've said that with a good and solid momentum, once we break below this low, only then we will turn completely bearish. So let me show you the clip from the last video so that we can connect the dots from there and there is no confusions left. Sell trades will only happen once we are completely broken below these lows with a solid momentum. Here for now we can see a possible push up again if we have a retest of this trend line again or this previous lows with a bullish candle. That is also one of the buy signal and price will likely to push up from here. So not selling as long as we are above these lows and not broken below these lows with a good and solid momentum. Awesome. So you look here on daily as well. You see we have been rejecting from this trend line. We are above 50 EMA. And I've also mentioned that we have bullish engulfing pattern that still shows a bullish pressure. And if you have trading on a higher time frame, your stop loss is below these wicks, somewhere below here, below the EMA. And if you are someone who trade on a daily time frame, your stop loss is still there. You take profit is somewhere higher if you want to manage your trades. So coming back on 4-hour time frame, we are still not completely broken below these lows. Once that happens, a close below these lows will confirm the price will fall to the next level of major trend continuation support, which is 3.120 that goes down to 2.977, an area from where we can see another bounce. But for that, price must break below these lows, close as well, not just break, close as well. Wick can go down, but with the body it will confirm the price will fall, and in that case we can start to look for the pullback entry, bearish short term to this level. That could be a fake out. That was a fake out. That was also a possible fake out, and it can still push the price higher. Now the hurdle here is just 50 EMA. We broke above 50 EMA, then we pushes back down. We need to see a solid momentum above 50 EMA and above this high as well. Only then we can start to look for the pullback entry, bullish, and keep on taking longs. But if the price break above 50 EMA on 4-hour, we can start to look for the entries on 4-hour, which is my bullish engulfing pattern on 4-hour time frame. Overall, we are in an uptrend. On a daily, you look at a bullish engulfer, strong signal, we are above 50 EMA. We have a nice gap between the EMAs, means we are in a strong uptrend. Now I want to show you something here. Now the traders and so many other members or YouTube audience send me questions. Omar, why are you bullish on every single video? Now the long term, I'm bullish since in the whole 2024. If you have seen my natural gas predictions of 2024s, I've mentioned these levels at the start of 2024. And the price hit this level. I was bullish at the start of 2024. Now, how you can identify the trend has been over? Once the price break below the previous low on a higher time frame. Now, it is a structure level, as you can see. If the price close below the structure level, then the downtrend will start. I'm going to give you the visual of that so that you can understand it more accurately. Now, I want to show you the previous uptrend. Now, it is a previous uptrend I'm talking about on higher time frame. I want to show you the weekly as well. Now, here, the uptrend started in 2020, right? From here. We have a new high, we have a lower low. Now once we have a high and a higher low, if the price wants to continue to push up in a trend, it must not break below this low. If that happens, we have a trend continuation. We can still in a downtrend. We are still in a downtrend. But if the price signals that the price break above the high, means we have a higher high. So we have broken above the high, the price made a higher high. Now at this point, if the price wants to continue to push up in a trend, it must stay above this high, this structure level, and must not close below this structure level. And what do you see here? The price pull back, a strong pullback. Now remember, it is something on a higher time frame. On a smaller time frame, we had multiple entries. We made money multiple times, buy or sell so many times. But I'm talking about the bigger picture here. So the price make another higher low. For the price to continue to push up, it must break above this high, which happens. And now the picture changed here. The price broke above the new high. We have another higher high. Now, if the price wants to keep on pushing up, it must break above this structure level and then pushes up. If not, it must break below what? It must break below this higher low, right? So higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. If the price break below this higher low, means the trend is now gonna change. Now you see the price fails to break above these highs. Now it is a wick right here, not closed yet. So it must close above these highs to confirm the trend. Now what happens here? The price bounced up but never pushes up these highs. Instead, it broke below the structure level. Means we have a trend, the change of trend. The trend has been changed from here. The price now crashes from here. That is how you turn from bullish to bearish. That is why in 2024, the price never closed below the previous lows. Now here we have kind of consolidation. The price wants to decide if it wants to continue to push down or want to keep on pushing up. We had an accumulation phase here where the price decided, and here the 2024 started. Now when the 2024 started, you see the price pushes up, made a high, pull back, never broke below this low, and then pushes up, made a new high, and higher high we had, and never broke below this low. So that is why as long as we are pushing up without breaking the previous low, which is in this case right here, we are not taking bearish reversal trades. Yes, we can become short-term bearish, which I talk about, but it is a bigger picture on a weekly time frame as well. We have a pullback, we have broken above this high, not completely, but once we are broken above completely, we are looking at this level and price going to keep on pushing up and makes higher highs. So that was a bigger picture I was talking about. I want to show you guys as well. That is why I was bullish for natural gas every single time. But short term, we can go bearish if we are broken below these lows on a daily time frame. And coming back on 4 hour, what you look here. Now we have a double bottom here at the trend line, just below the trend line, which is fine because we are not broken below the previous lows. Looking at on Ovanda, we are still intact right here with a bullish engulfer almost at the trend line. Now, once we are broken below this low, now talking about smaller time frame on an intraday trade or swing trades. In that case, we're going to start to look for the bearish pullback entry. So we are still intact. Bullish are still in control. Buyers are still in control. The only hurdle is that we must break above 50 EMA. Now, if you're someone you want to use discretionary approach, you can still take it as an entry like I mentioned. You can enter here, keep a stop loss below this rejection box and take profit. You can go to the recent highs. That is totally up to you. Now, it is not one of my entry strategy the way I teach my students. But once you're profitable, you can use this strategy. I might be taking this trade as well, using some discretion, using a very low risk because traders trade this trend line a lot. We have another rejection right here. If you look here, if I mark another trend line and just covers the imbalance, if you look here, that is something going up nicely. If you mark your trend support. But right here, a bullish engulfer, again, a strong candle. Now, if you look here, that is not valid bullish engulfing pattern. So it is just a bullish candle. On here, it is also not a valid bullish engulfer, but it is a valid double bottom on this area, which is something I've mentioned in my video. Nice push down, double bottom. That can still push the price higher. In that case, you can keep a stop loss here, take profit. You can go to the recent highs, exit, look for the break above, and then look for the next pullback entry bullish. So that is what I'm looking here on net gas. Possible buy signal here, possible push up as expected. Going to be very risky trade because it is at a trend line and we have a 50 EMA hurdle. But the good thing is that we are above 50 EMA on a daily. We have a good support of 50 EMA. Having a stop loss below 50 EMA on daily can give you good protection as well if you are someone looking for the higher time frame entries. Here on NEMEX, we already had a bullish double bottom here and price is pushing up from here. We are above 50 EMA. We do have a rollover coming up and it might adjust the price maybe lower or higher, depends on the other spot platforms. I avoid taking my trades on rollover days. Now, here, very important, we are above 50 EMA. I want to see some more momentum, then a pullback. Simply look for the pullback entry bullish. If you have a pullback entry bullish, you're going to go long from here. I'm expecting a price to head higher. Now, we have a hurdle on this platform, which is right here. It must be broken. Once we're broken above these highs, we are looking at the level above, which is very likely to hit maybe next month, which is right here, 4.885 goes to 5.367 from where we are looking for the reversal trades short term. Good reversal is expected, then a push up. So it is an only area from where I'll be looking for the bearish trades, where I will call this level a bearish level for the possible entry. So keep an eye. For now, we are pushing up. We can likely push up from here. And remember, guys, we do have this little resistance right here that must be broken to price for the price to get to the next level of resistance. So that is all I'll be looking at. Possible buy entry and possible push up is expected from natural gas. Not selling as long as we're not broken below these lows with a momentum, then a pullback entry bearish is something I'll be looking at for the possible sell trades. Next up, we have gold. What amazing push up. Aggressive traders, you have made some money here. And as you can see, the price almost hit 1.618 retracement. And that is how many pips target? That is 4,000 pips target. Now, guys, you have made some good money. You got to give this credit to me. And like I said, aggressive entries can be risky. Yes, I have not entered aggressively. For me, I personally entered this trade and that nicely hit my take profit. But if that is a valid on your own platform, then that is totally fine. Aggressive traders, that entry was already mentioned to you. And let me show you the clip from my last video so that we can connect the dots from there. Aggressive entry has been triggered at 50%. If you are an aggressive trader, then you can go 180 or you can manage your trades to this recent highs. Then if you want to further manage your trades, then it is an area till where I'm expecting a price to get to technically. Awesome. So you see how nicely the price slid up from here. Now the price is in the process of a pullback. I'm still looking at a complete hit of my zone because which is right here. And let me adjust that a bit. Which is 2786.60 goes to 2791.45. I'm still expecting a push up, but a push up can happen after this pullback is completed. Another pullback is expected. Now this could be a very deep pullback. Could be above 50 EMA, and with a bullish engulfing pattern, I'm gonna go long again. So price making nicely higher highs, and with the pullbacks, as you can see, a nice pullback is coming, and we can expect another pullback, and then the price can likely to push up from here as well. So look for a bullish engulfer after a deep pullback. If we have that, we're gonna go long. If the price hits the zone first here and price forms a double top here, I'm gonna go short by keeping my stop loss above, an ATR above, and then I'm gonna go 1-to-1 and then manage to 1.4-to-1 reward to risk ratio. So look for either double top, or if we have a pullback which is expected above 50 EMA, we're gonna go long from here. So keep an eye, buy trades, but expect a pullback. A deep retracement is expected, can be above 50 EMA, anywhere above 50 EMA, but a bullish engulfer is something I'll be looking at for the possible buy trades. Sell trades will only happen from this area which I've just mentioned. Here on silver, the price is struggling to break above the tops, which is right here and must be broken with a solid body. As you can see, we have no bodies. The price pushes up and rejects from here again. We have a triple top, and looking at this bearish engulfer out of silver, expect further push down. That is likely here. So I'm not buying silver as long as we are below these areas. I will only buy once the price break above these highs with the body right here above this wick as well. Once we are broken and close above, only then I'm looking at this level which is right here, these numbers in blue. So overall we are bullish, but we can expect some pullbacks. As you can see, we are still above 20 EMA here on our daily time frame. So expect a pullback and then a possible continuation. We can still see a pullback to these lows right here. Price can come down to these lows, reject from here, and then possible push up. So some accumulation before the price blast up or down, but more likely it's going to push up from here after the price pushes down, reject from this area. So we can do a range trade between these zones. Once broken above these highs, we are looking at the level above, which is right here. Not selling until we are not broken below these lows. We have a short-term selling pressure, which is right here to this area. Finally, we have crude oil. Nicely broke out from this triangle pattern right here on Owanda as well. And if you look here, both entries played out. Number one, small candle, not a very solid candle. So that is why I was not counting it as a valid entry. But it is a strong breakout candle, which is right here. Also, after the breakout, retest bearish engulfer. It is something I've mentioned in my last video. Now, after this breakout with a solid candle, I'm expecting a price to further push down by keeping my stop loss above the EMA. Take profit, you can go 1-to-1 or to this zone as well. We have a bearish engulfing pattern. Let's see, not a valid bearish engulfer. Yes, not a valid bearish engulfer, but a bearish candle, a swing high bearish candle, shows a bearish pressure and looks like that. With this breakout, I'm expecting a price to push further down. Now, if you're someone who want to look for the valid pullback entry, bearish, wait for the price to break below these lows with a pullback and a bearish engulfer. If you're someone who's a very safe trader, that is your entry. But if you're someone who's an aggressive trader, that is break is an entry. Expect a push down to this level below, which is 72.50. That goes down to 71.00, from where we can expect a possible bounce out of. So bearish for crude oil, not buying unless and until we are trading below 50 and 20 EMA. Once we are broken above 50 EMA, only then I'm going to start to look for my buy entries to the next level of major resistance. So that is it for the long video. Hope you got a value and hope you have learned something out of that. If yes, don't forget to hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me in a YouTube algorithm. Hope you trade green, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have an awesome weekend. And also, I'll be doing a live session, a public live session where we can discuss every single market according to your own choice, as you guys have given some good votes for the live session. So I might be scheduling the live session on Tuesday as well. So see you guys on Tuesday in a live session. Till then, take care.